Yeah. Glass Asylum?
Yes.
In Chagrin?
Yeah.
Glass Asylum in Chagrin is great.
I had a great time. Time for our weather word, and Matt Wentz. Matt, good to see you.
Great to see you.
You're laughing already.
I don't know where you're going with this, but yeah.
So I had a lot of thoughts that were, creeping into my brain about this.
Yeah.
And as quickly as they crept in, I've forgotten them. So could prompter please roll?
Oh, you're kidding.
Second time that's had to happen. I've had tradition. And here's why I went with tradition.
Okay.
Jack-o'-lanterns are a Halloween tradition.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to go with all kinds of things that were related to this molten hot lava.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I didn't want to handicap you with the forecast that way because
He didn't know how to get lava.
Yeah,
Exactly. Now, if we were living in Hawaii, you might not be.
Easier, right,
Yeah.
right, for
But
sure.
tradition's a
Yeah,
piece
we'll
of
get
cake.
tradition in the forecast.
Good.
I did it in the corner of my eye because I've always got my head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Something went across the screen real fast. See, it's at the top now.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. So just in time for Halloween, we've got...
It's becoming, what can you spot behind us?
Yeah, that's
is.
it.
And I think that was yesterday's spider, which was napping, and today it's up and active.
He's wide awake.
I hope you are too at Northeast Ohio with the sunshine today. Good day to get up and active. We're at 61 degrees right now. Nice breeze this afternoon as well, blowing the leaves around that you just raked up. Maybe it's just me. We're at 42 degrees for a dew point, so very comfortable air. We don't have to worry about humidity this time of year. And we're comfortable everywhere. Average highs in the low 60s this time of year. So today, pretty much on par, maybe a degree or two shy of that, but this is where we should be. And we have a nice south wind helping us to get there. That wind is going to remain elevated tonight. We're talking 5 to 15 mile per hour winds. So good windows open kind of night. It's going to be, upper 40s, low 50s. That's a little on the chilly side for some, but, better than 30s and 40s like we've seen in outlying locations last couple nights. You notice down towards the south, we've got much more mild air where that came from. So out towards our west, this is where our attention turns. There's a frontal boundary stretch from the north woods of Wisconsin back down towards the Missouri Valley. With that and out ahead of that, there's a line, just a skinny band of some heavier rain. There's not a lot of moisture with this system though, but you see that low pressure is pretty potent. I mean, it's really well organized. This is going to dive into areas of the Ohio Valley over the course of the day tomorrow. So we introduce rain to our forecast. But it's also going to collect more Gulf of Mexico moisture because right now this is of Pacific origin, so there's not a lot of rain with it. But you notice what happens through time. You see the isobars, those are the lines of equal pressure. That also tells you where your wind direction is coming from. Notice once they line up with the Gulf, this system becomes, well, a little bit more moisture laden, and that means we have more showers in the forecast than what you're seeing on radar out towards the west. So let's dive in to kind of what this looks like over the next 5 days with this storm system. In terms of rainfall coverage tomorrow, we'll introduce it to the forecast. I think most hours tomorrow are dry until we get towards that evening rush hour. We'll bring that rain in. Friday looks like a washout. It's not. This will be scattered activity, but we will have quite a bit of rain on radar throughout the day. And then Saturday, we get another wave in here. So if you have Saturday plans, last couple weekends I know have been kind of rotten on Saturdays. Well, it's not looking great on Saturday. And the reason why, we get another system that's going to dive across the Ohio Valley. And it seems over the last 3 weeks has been tradition to get rain on Saturday. And that certainly is going to be the case once again as that system slides down to the south. By Sunday, we'll have lake effect rain around. I know it doesn't look like much, but we'll have scattered lake effect rain around. And then we dry out by Monday. Let's take you through it on a local level with your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecasts. I mentioned elevated temperatures tonight, 40s and 50s. That's mild compared to where we've been. Remember, yesterday it was 52 degrees when we were doing the show. So there we are tonight. We'll have clouds that build. Tomorrow's going to be mainly cloudy. We'll still have that wind out of the south as we're out ahead of the weather system moving in. And you notice the shower chances arrive as we get towards evening rush hour. And then throughout tomorrow night, we'll be dealing with rain. And then Saturday, we've got that pinwheel part of the storm system, or Friday. Notice we're up near 60 with some scattered showers around. Again, no big washout in the forecast, but still some rain around. Amounts look to be rather light. Tonight, we're talking partly cloudy skies, 48 degrees tomorrow. Yeah, we're still dealing with a nice day. Increasing clouds. That rain will move in. 64 for a high, so still on the mild side. Union Home Mortgage 7-day. Rainy weekend around here. Sunday looking better out of the two. And then we start to warm up. And in the next half hour, we'll talk more about that warm up next week. Still looks on track for a pattern change next week after 3 weeks of the same systems on the same days. So hopefully we can break that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Matt,
you,
we've
Matt.
been watching this spider.
We have. I'm
spin a web.
sorry.
Me too.
It's
Exactly
going from
what he's
one
doing.
side to the, there it is right there.
It's more distracting out of the corner of my eye than thinking of the weather word. I see it. I just want to laugh. So
It's great.
Nice
Good
job.
luck. Yeah.
Nice job.